Good morning, everyone. Nick Reagan here from our first alert desk as we start off with a shot of downtown Charleston, the hustle and bustle of folks headed back to work after Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for joining me. This is 5 on 5 Plus. I'm Nick Reagan. We've got 5 minutes of local news and headlines right here from our first alert desk and our Live 5 newsroom. Now, we are going to start up in Georgetown County. A shooting investigation up there in a neighborhood has led to 2 arrests. Georgetown County deputies say it happened to Waccamaw Road and Congaree Lane late yesterday afternoon. Witnesses there told them 3 men were walking when a car pulled up next to them and then shots were fired. We're told 2 men were detained but are, quote, not cooperating with law enforcement. We're still working with officials to learn what charges they may face and whether or not anyone was hurt in that shooting. We'll be sure to keep you updated as more information becomes available. A cross-county investigation is now underway after a body was found in Williamsburg County that could have ties to a shooting in Florence County. Florence County deputies say that shooting happened around 10:30 Sunday on Ray Street in Lake City, but they could not find the victim or a suspect. Yesterday, a body was found about 4 miles away in Williamsburg County on Patty Road. Deputies from both counties believe that it could be that shooting victim. As of this morning, though, no suspects are in custody and the victim has not yet been identified. Right now, a Charleston County special education teacher is being investigated by the Charleston Police Department after being accused of assaulting a student earlier this month at Drayton Hall Elementary School. As of right now, the district is not naming the teacher in question. A teacher assistant told police that she was in the bathroom when she heard shouting from the classroom. When she got back inside the room, she says that she saw the teacher grab a nonverbal student from the back of the shirt and throw them to the ground and then slap the student. A second witness told police that before that, the student had bitten the teacher and thrown a toy at them. The Charleston Police Department has not confirmed whether the teacher is facing any criminal charges. Meanwhile, that teacher is on administrative leave while that investigation plays out. All right, well, let's take another look outside now. A shot there of the Ravenel Bridge on this beautiful Tuesday. We had some storms last night, but things are looking pretty good today. Let's go ahead and check in with our First Alert weather team.
Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Chris Holtzman here. We are tracking more sunshine later today. An isolated storm will be possible in the afternoon. That's after we saw that activity early this morning, but highs will be in the low 90s inland, 80s along the coast, and average high for this time of year is right around 85, 86 degrees. Now, future tracker shows into the afternoon the front will stall nearby, keeping an isolated shower or storm around, but we're not expecting widespread activity or as widespread as what we saw this morning. So for tonight, we are tracking temperatures back in the 60s, so temperatures a little bit lower tonight, and that's with that northerly flow starting to move in. Back to near 90 as we head into the day on Wednesday. 80s along the coast, and we're not as humid. More comfortable air will be overhead through the rest of the week into the upcoming weekend. We are looking at 80s on our 7-day forecast with overnight lows in the 60s.
All right, thank you, Chris. Well, those living at Somerville apartment complex say they are constantly dealing with a lack of air conditioning, black mold, and leaking water. This is the Azalea Park Apartments. It's an affordable housing complex near Highway 17 and Orangeburg Road. Folks there say that these photos show just some of the problems that they live with every day. They tell us an even bigger concern is the time it takes maintenance to respond. Once a request is made, they say it can take weeks or even months for someone to come by their unit. RLJ Management owns the apartment complex and released a statement which reads in part, quote, "We are not aware of molds or air conditioning issues. We address all maintenance concerns as soon as they are brought to our attention and do not leave items unattended." You can read that full story on our website, live5news.com. Recreational shellfish harvesting is now closed until the fall when cooler temperatures ensure that the shellfish are once again safe for harvesting and consuming. Higher bacteria levels are expected as water temperatures exceed 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which limits shellfish harvesting during the summer months to certain oyster farms that meet operations requirements. Now, this is also the time of year that shellfish typically spawn. While oyster harvesting slows down in the summer, oyster reef construction ramps up. The South Carolina Oyster Recycling and Enhancement Program will continue to accept recycled oyster shells year-round. During the summer, SCDNR biologists use the recycled shells to restore shorelines and provide a base for spawning oysters to attach and grow and to replenish those harvest beds. All right, well, and here's what you need to know about heading to the polls this year. The primary election is set for June 11th, but early voting opens today and runs through June 7th. Any registered voter can cast their ballot in person, but you must bring a photo ID if you want to vote by mail. You have to be over 65 and over, have a physical disability, or be unable to vote in person due to work. If you plan to vote by mail, you need to request an application from your county elections office and send it back by Friday at 5 p.m. That's this Friday, 5 p.m. Early voting centers are open 8:30 to 5 p.m. every weekday. You can find the nearest polling location on live5news.com. All right, well, that's a look at your headlines here from our First Alert Desk. This is 5 on 5 Plus. I'm Nick Reagan. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Have an excellent day.